Hello my friends, this is Karina from KarinaWisdom.com, back with day 63 of the journey. So how am I feeling? Well, I'm feeling a little bit challenged because things are not going the way I planned. The plan was to have the videos for the 10 by 10 by 4 formula done, and yeah, no such luck because I've been watching like a lot of people explaining the 10 by 10 formula plus a few training videos that I found and reading some blogs, and I'm picking up different pieces of really what this thing looks like. And initially when I started out on this journey, it did not look like that. So I'm a little bit behind in terms of getting the videos done. And I'm giving myself another 2 days to put it together because I did some more research and organizing and planning, and when I thought I had 21 questions, when I put everything together, it didn't work out exactly as I initially planned because I wanted the questions to be keyword questions. And I started researching tools that will help me to find the top 10 most asked questions in any niche. So there was a tool created by Word Tracker, and it was active in 2009, and apparently it's not around now. And somebody said niche squeezer. I went on the site, couldn't figure out what was going on there. So then I went onto the Warrior Forum, and there's a warrior there by the name of Abs007, and he created a piece of software that actually provides questions. The challenge with that software is, although it searches for all the questions asked in your niche, it doesn't weight them in terms of search volume, and it doesn't provide information about search volume. So you're going to have to take all those questions and import them into some keyword tool to see the traffic volume and sort through and choose which ones are the top 10. So before I even go ahead and purchase that piece of software, I've actually sent an email to Word Tracker asking them if their new software has incorporated the questions tool, because if it does, it might just be worth it in terms of my time, maybe not money, because that piece of software from the Warrior Forum is for $9 and the software by Word Tracker is $27 per month. Now, it might just be worth my time to go with Word Tracker because just the thought of going through all those questions alone with my regular workload ain't cutting it. And yeah, anything I can use to make my search easier, I'm all for it. So today I had a really steep learning curve with the curation software, and it was coupled with, I had some challenges getting it to work. Then I realized that it was an update that I needed to go through. So I had to restart my computer, and then the update went through. But by the time I figured that out, it was like over an hour, hour and a half. And you might be like, Karina, hour and a half to figure out a piece of software is not that long. And I understand. But then time is of the essence to me. And I really wanted to get to the next level with it. And that whole thing, that whole glitch with getting the update to work was what held me back. But here's the thing. Keep your head above water whenever you're faced with obstacles, whenever you're implementing a new strategy, whenever you're using a new piece of software, you're starting something new. You're going to have obstacles in the beginning. You're going to have challenges. And the magic is, or the key is, to be so hard-headed, to refuse to give up, to persist, to not get discouraged, not get frustrated, because when you get into that energy of frustration and being discouraged, trust me, it doesn't work well when you're working with something new. So just keep it positive, keep your head above water, and be hard-headed enough to not give up and to persist. Now I'm going to quickly share with you some results in terms of what happened with the site last week. I got 3 opt-ins on my list last week, which is way better than the week before. I only had 1 the week before. It looks like it's lucky number 13 because this week again I had 13 visits to the site. My Alexa ranking jumped up to 443,000 438. So it jumped up by a little bit over 27,000 points, which I'm really, really happy about. What I'm really thrilled about is my bounce rate. My bounce rate is 6%, and it's fantastic because apparently not a lot of sites have bounce rates at 6%. And I understand that I only have a few people visiting my site, but obviously the few people that are visiting my site, my message resonates with them enough that they're not bouncing off, they're just moving around. Now, I just realized something just before I recorded this. I realized that I have not been enforcing one of my own rules. And I think maybe it's because of panic, or the timeline is coming down to the 100 days, and I really want to get as much results as possible before the 100 days is up. And what I mean by I broke one of my own rules. Well, one of the rules is to focus on one form of traffic. And last week I had set out that I was going to focus on finding 3 pieces of low ticket, high converting offers that I was going to evaluate, do a review video of, throw them into the funnel, and send solo ads to them. Okay, yeah. Then I'm working on my video marketing strategy at the same time. So even though I said that I would have done that last week, then during the week I had this fantastic idea. I revamped my video DMO. I created a WMO, and the WMO is what is pretty much kicking my butt. It's taking a lot more time than I thought it initially would. And maybe it's just the whole thing of doing it the first time. I know it will definitely be easier the next time. I'm learning new strategies on how to get the research done. Like, for instance, that tool that is on the Warrior Forum that searches questions online. That would definitely cut down a lot of my time during research. So, yeah, I am working 2 strategies at the same time. So now it's decision time. Which one am I going to put on the shelf and focus on one? Because yes, a lot of the gurus say to work on 2 strategies, meaning work on 1 paid strategy and 1 free strategy. Of course, my solo ad is my paid strategy, and the 10 by 10 by 4 formula is a free strategy. Well, guys, you know that the free strategies take a lot more work to get done, because that's why it's free. You have to do a lot more to make it happen. And the paid strategies don't take as much. You just need to pour on the moolah and boom, there it is. So it's decision time. I have to figure out a way how to make it all work so that I can provide you with some awesome results at the end of my 100 days. My friends, remember you can click like on the video below, and while you're down there, click subscribe to the channel so you can get the latest video as soon as it's published. In the description below, you find a link to my website, KarinaWisdom.com. Click it, jump over there, and you'll see day 63 of the journey, a detailed listing of exactly what I did today to move myself forward towards achieving my goal. My friends, thank you again for tuning into this video. This is Karina from KarinaWisdom.com, signing off. Boom.